Okay, I think there is a myth that gets floated around the world of detailing and car care about wholesale auto detailing supplies. So that is the subject of our little talk today. So the reality is that despite myself being in the business over 25 years, in most cases, I'm going to pay the same price that you are. There is no special source. So, for example, in other trades, like let's say general contracting, they have what's called a contractor's price. They have access to equipment, products that, unless you're part of that trade, nobody else can get, and you would likely have to show a contractor's license. Well, in the detailing world, it's different because there is no specialized license, and that's a common question. Is people such as yourself will write in and ask, okay, what special licenses do I need? And I think there's a tendency to kind of relate it to being like a general contractor. So there is no truly specialized license that your state will manage or operate or oversee like a general contractor. And like in the world of contracting, there's all these different levels of contracting, what you specialize in, whether you're an electrical contractor, HVAC contracting. So there's all these subcategories of it. So it gets very complex. So not to be confused with the world of detailing, where literally, because I've had this question asked to me, it's like, what makes a guy a professional detailer? Well, the simple answer is that once you're getting paid to do anything, you are officially called a professional. So the difference is there any agency or governmental oversight or something in place? Like, for example, in our world, we have the what's called the ADA, I think, or you know what, I can't remember now. It's like the detailing, I don't know what, because I'm not even a member. I used to be a member just so I could get a link to my website, and it just wasn't for me. I didn't see any need for it. A lot of guys will get kind of bunched up thinking, oh, if I do this, or if I do that, if I can go through a certain training class or whatever and be able to display it or let my customers know about it, then that will give me more credibility, so on and so forth. I just haven't found that to be the case because honestly, most people, well, let me back up. I've literally had nobody ever ask me like for my license. Seriously, nobody's ever asked, okay? Because when you come in contact with a person, they're going to, you're going to build rapport instantly, or you're going to establish some credibility or diminish credibility instantly, whether it's over the phone or in person. I don't know if you're driving around in a car, truck, van with any kind of signage on it. So that's the first point of entry. But I've literally never had anyone ask me. Now that's different than insurance, okay? So see, I've suddenly gone off the reservation yet again. So that's for another video. So the point is that with detailing products, I myself, and this is what I wanted to show you, because this is my latest order from autogeek.net. And if you go to either one of my websites, and in this case preferably bestautodetailingtips.com, there will be links on virtually every page, and it will usually be attached to a specific product. Over in the right hand column, there's banners that are promoting autogeek.net. Why? Because that's how I supplement my income. Every time you click on one of those links and opens up a new window to autogeek.net and you make a purchase through that, I get a piece of the pie. I get a little bit of a commission. And by little, I mean 7%. So for every dollar, I get 7 cents. May not seem like much, but it helps. Every little bit helps. And I thank you in advance if you choose to shop through my website, through those secure links that will open up to AutoGeek. So I just want to show you that I myself shop through my own website, okay? So you can look at it one of two ways. A, I'm saving 7% on my order, or B, I'm making 7% on an order that was placed by myself. So it's really the same thing. But the real issue is, does wholesale detailing supplies really exist? The simple answer is no, they do not. Now with that, if you are a big enough shop and you use enough product, then you can negotiate a deal with a distributor to get better pricing. But that's the case in any industry. But you've really got to be doing some volume. Now at my level, I make a good living. Now the reality is that I work on cars physically detailing them part-time. But because it's my own business, I can make a full-time living physically working part-time. That's the cool thing. But that doesn't mean I'm only working part-time, because I do all this extra work on my websites and marketing. So really, I just work half days. I work the first half of every day. And I'm working 6 and 7 days a week sometimes. So at my level, and your level, when you're first starting out, don't overthink it. Don't chase your tail thinking that there's some magical website or place that you can get wholesale products. Now I realize there's many places to buy the products online. Now here in California, I don't know about the rest of the country or the world, I'm very fortunate because there's actual outlets that I can go to buy specific products. Now these are distributors. Now they will literally sell the product to any Joe Schmo off the street. I don't have to show them a license. For example, if you have viewed my history page of my other website, autofetishdetail.com, and you look on the history of Auto Fetish, you will see that there was a time that I actually entered the world of, well, I got my cosmetology license so I could cut hair. Now that's governed by the state of California. Now, if you don't have a license, there is outlets to products that they also sell at the retail level, but at a higher price. So if I were to go to these outlets, for lack of a better word, they will only sell to the industry. So I literally have to show them my license, my cosmetology license, to set up an account, which would then allow me to buy the products at a cheaper price or access to products that the retail consumer would not have access to. So that's similar to like the contracting world, but that's not the detailing world. Trust me, they will sell it to anyone that's got the cash or the willing or the ability to pay for that product. They'll sell it to them. So then you have the difference of products that are, and McGuire's is a perfect example, because they have like their ultimate line, they've got the professional line, so they have different lines of products. Some of those products you'll never find on the shelves at Walmart or the Targets or the AutoZones or the Pet Boys, whatever. Okay, those are retail type products. So you can still buy the professional line, but you have to go to other sources to do it. Auto Geek is simply one of those sources. Amazon is one of those sources. And trust me, just because Amazon is as big as it is, does not mean that they're necessarily cheaper, especially when it comes to buying some of the liquid products that, by the fact that they're just liquid, and let's say you buy a gallon size, it becomes heavy. What does a gallon of liquid weigh? Somewhere around 7 pounds or so. So when you add shipping costs to that, it can get pricey pretty quickly. So I'm going to show you, this is my actual invoice from AutoGeek. I'm going to hope that this will zoom in correctly and show you. I have crossed out my address just in case there's any creepers out there that want to start stalking my neighborhood. You can see Auto Fetish Detail, Darren Priest, shipping information, billing information, and then we've got a grand total of $281.26. You'll notice, because I ordered it online, they do not charge sales tax. So that's a plus, especially here in California, because it sucks because we're overtaxed and overregulated. But that's a whole nother subject. So I've ordered many items here, and probably you guys are probably trying to read and see what items I ordered. Well, I'm going to keep that a secret unless you already took a peek. Of course, you could rewind the video and try to zoom in and see what I ordered. Not that it's really a huge secret, because I'm going to plan on doing a video on each of these products, but I want to test them out in the real world first, which is what I do because I get to really work on cars. Now today you'll notice that I'm actually in long pants. I basically never wear long pants, but I'm doing consulting work. It's like the busier I get, the busier or the more busier I become. It's kind of like that adage, the harder I work, the luckier I get. So I'm just really busy. And I know I've promised some videos out there, for example, black plastic trim restoration. Man, that has been on the burner for like 3 months now, and I still have yet to do it. In fact, I'll tell you how bad it is. This camera I'm shooting with, I got my GoPro that I talked about in some videos. That was seriously like 4 months ago probably. It is literally laying on my desk completely in the original packaging. I have not even had time to undo that packaging. Never mind use it to make better, hopefully better videos. So now I'm shooting this in 720 DPI, I think it's called, because every time I shoot it in HD, for some reason, despite getting a new computer, that was another whole can of worms, it still is messing up. Now maybe because I edit these on Windows Movie Maker, maybe therein lies my problem. I don't know, but I wanted to get this video out to you guys because it's a common question. So in this box is all my new goodies. So everything in my world has to be broken down into steps. So I think, oh, I want to make a video about such and such product. Well, now I've got to take the time to order that product. Well, do I want to place an order and just order one product, or do I want to wait until I've got a list of products so that I can get a better rate on the shipping cost or whatever? So it's just this big ripple effect. And in my world, I've got to really strategize because I'm just that limited on time. So with that, I'm going to add another little caveat or sidebar or disclaimer, whatever you want to call it, in relation to wholesale detailing supplies. So you have gallon sizes, and with the professional line, and many of you know that I'm a big fan of Meguiar's. It's certainly not the only product I use, but the professional line comes in bulk quantities because they're for professionals who tend to use a lot of the product. So a retail product would be packaged, let's say, more like this. This, for example, Meguiar's Ultimate Wash and Wax. You can buy this on the retail shelves, and this is the only way it comes because it's a retail product, and it's for like the driveway detailer who's only taking care of his one car. This is another retail product, Armor All Original. So these are retail type packaged products up here that I test and demo. But when you get into the professional line, they become, or they're traditionally sold in larger quantities, but that doesn't mean any Joe Schmo can't buy them. You can buy them, I can buy them. I don't get any special pricing on them. Now these are my 5-gallon dispensers, which people have asked about. So I take this concentrate. You can see I have it conveniently labeled, my super degreaser, and this is diluted down 4:1. So that saves me time in mixing up the bottles at an individual level, like my super degreaser bottle here that I have on hand. So I pre-mix it here, and then I can just simply dispense it out of this tube that I fabricated. So pretend that I'm tipping this at a horizontal position so that I can dispense it into this bottle. Well, this tube goes all the way to the bottom. Therefore, if I did not have this tube and that liquid is pouring down to the very bottom as it fills up, it creates foam, and it starts foaming up out of the bottle before the bottle's actually filled. So therefore, If this was sitting in the correct position and I was dispensing it, that tube would start at the very bottom and it would fill up without creating a bunch of suds or foam. How's that for a little trick? And where did I get these? I got these at a local detail outlet supply place. They were like 25 bucks a piece, which personally for some plastic seems rather expensive. But the convenience of them, I love it. They are actually better than some of the other ones. For example, I have some back here, and all these are used 5-gallon drums or buckets. Like if I buy some other manufacturers' chemicals in bulk, like window cleaner maybe. I mean, these are so old. This is back in the Wayback Machine. So I just saved them and I reused them. I attached a nozzle to them as a dispenser nozzle. So this is an alternative way you can get a 5-gallon drum. Because I know Auto Geek doesn't sell these, I had to go out and search for them myself. And fortunately, one of the outlet places here did have them. It was worth the money for me. I'm trying to think past that. So the point is that A, I pay what you pay. B, unless it's a specialized product, for example, a little side note, here is a wax, okay? It is put out by a company called Clear Coat Solutions. Now, they don't deal at the retail level. Now, I can call them up directly and order. I actually know the owner and the formulator of this product, and they deal at what's called the commercial level, production level. You could use that word for body shops. His real specialty is compounds, polishes, sandpapers, that type of stuff, but he deals with the auto body industry. So he's not even at the retail level or the professional level. That would be more like what I would label like the commercial level. So there's examples like that, just in case there's Johnny expert out there watching this that says, oh, I get my products wholesale at such and such and such. Well, okay, but what does wholesale mean? And how much do you have to buy of it? You know, because I can get a cheaper price if I'm willing to spend $100-something on a 50-gallon barrel of super degreaser. But so could you. But you know how long it would take me to go through 50 gallons of a concentrate? A really long time. So I'm going to work my way through this box. I'll show you literally how it comes to my own door. It comes in this box like this. It's got the, you know, these, I don't know what this bubble wrap or peanut wrap, whatever these styrofoam peanuts are called, but it's got my different products. I'm not going to pull them out yet. I can't wait to dig through here myself and to see and try and test and to shoot videos on the different things that are awaiting the both of us. Okay, so the point is that I'm going to pay the same price that you are. Despite what you'll hear out there, there is some specialty products or manufacturers that you may have to have like special connections to. For example, I know like here in Southern California, I'm pretty fortunate because there's actually quite a few manufacturers. Like Meguiar's is headquartered here. It doesn't mean they make their products here, but they're headquartered here. You've got Granitize, which probably most of you haven't heard. You know why? Because they don't sell retail. They deal with dealerships, car dealerships, and they provide the appearance products for car dealerships. I happen to know the general manager. I know the owners. They're out of LA. So it's kind of a unique situation for me. So at that level, you could say that, oh, because I'm in the industry, I get special pricing, but I really don't. I still have to pay for them. It's really just that I have the connection of those products. Now, whether I choose to use the products or not, it's completely different. It's just like you deciding to choose, do I want to use a Meguiar's wax or maybe a Wolfgang or a Minzerna? I mean, fill in the blank. It's just a choice. So ultimately, just so you know, I'm paying what you guys pay. Yes, I have a few connections, but trust me, don't overthink it. Now, when it comes to products, personally, I can get 95% of my products, tools, equipment, whatever you want to call it, through autogeek.net. Once again, I realize it's not the only place, but it's just a place that I happen to use myself, literally myself, and it's also the place that I happen to use so that I can supplement my income because they have what's called an affiliate program. So it's a win-win for everyone. Wins for me, wins for you, wins for them. It's win across the board. So that's my little ending. 95%, that's where I'm going, is autogeek.net. And if you choose to shop through my website, like I said, I do get a commission. Thank you, thank you, thank you in advance. It does help supplement my income so I can take a little time, create these videos, keep you guys informed, keep it real, tell you what the real deal is. I'm not going to candy coat it for you or misrepresent it for you. I just want to tell you like it is. Okay, till next time.